Hi guys, it's Lita131. It's been like so long since I made a video, but today I'm making a video. Today is October 30th, aka Halloween, even though Halloween's tomorrow. But in my neighborhood, we celebrate it on the last Friday of the month. Sorry, my chair. Got a new chair and just getting it all situated. So for this year, I'm going to be Eeyore. Look how cute my little onesie is. I have a onesie. I bought this at Walmart last week. I already painted my nails kind of purpley, kind of to match this. So today my tutorial is going to be in Eeyore makeup. Not so much like a face, but I'm just going to basically be focusing on my eyes and my whole face. Eeyore is this character from the TV series and movie series Winnie the Pooh. Eeyore is a donkey who is blue and purple, and this is what his face looks like. It's kind of hard to see, but look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? So he's a blue and purple donkey, and his best friend is Winnie the Pooh, who is a bear. And they go on really great adventures and everything, and they have a good time. Eeyore is kind of the gloomy, oh, why me character. Everything happens bad to Eeyore. His house is made out of sticks. It blows down. Eeyore's like, oh, there it goes again. You know, kind of like the sad person. But I love Eeyore. Eeyore is adorable. He is my favorite character, Winnie the Pooh. So today is my tutorial, and this is my costume. This is a pajama onesie, and it's Eeyore. Isn't that adorable? So, I just want to kind of get prepped. My hair looks like crap. So, for this tutorial, you're going to need a headband, because you are going to be working, well, on my version, you're going to be working with white paint and foundation. So I have a paper plate. And for the lipstick, for your, well, Eeyore is blue and purple. So my main focus is kind of a blue and purple mixture, you know? So I have a blue lipstick. It's called Midnight Blue, from the makers of Jewel Tone, Metal Tone. And I also have, oh, it's from the makers of Fantasy Makers as well, by Wet n Wild. And I also have this purple one here. This is the purple one, and this is the Midnight Blue. The purple one is kind of dark. I'm not so sure about the Midnight Blue one because I didn't open that one, but I hope it's kind of lightish. So I'm going to try both of them out. I'm going to test them both to see if I like it or not. So for this tutorial, you are going to need white face paint and your color of liquid foundation. So I'm using my Bobbi Brown. This is a SPF 15 tinted moisturizer. So this color is kind of like a, I guess my skin color is like a beige color. So Eeyore's face, as you saw previously on the hood, is not so much white as it is tan. So it's kind of like a mixture of both. So I figured what I'm going to do is take equal parts of the white and my original skin color liquid foundation and mix them together. And then I'm going to apply with a sponge. Now you can do it with a brush, but I don't want to ruin my brushes with face paint that's not makeup. So I'm going to do it with one of those easy, when you're done, throw away applicator sponges. Just take off my glasses. So let's get started. I'm so excited for Halloween. I don't trick or treat, I give out candy. How have you guys been? I know it's been like a year since I made a video. I'm back at my regular school, for those who are wondering. Oh no, my nail polish. Oh well, I'll just have to fix that later. Yeah, everything's going good for me. I will be making another Wicca 101 video in a few days. I believe either Sunday or Tuesday I'll be making that video, because soon is the autumn solstice. So, grab my brush, change my room a little bit too. I'll probably be doing a room tour again soon. You can buy these at like Walmart, Target, Giant. They're just in the cosmetic section. Face paint, if it's not Halloween time, it's really hard to find these in certain stores. So your best bet is probably like online, like on an online Halloween store, or like eBay or Amazon or something like that. That's where you can find these. But these are very hard to find when it's not Halloween. Trust me, I know from my previous videos that you've all seen. Oh, it's a nice applicator. So I'm just taking equal parts. Oh, it's kind of pasty. I don't like pasty. This is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see. Oh no, it's not that hard to see. That's how much I used. I'm just going to put some of my liquid foundation on top. I'm going to leave both of them out in case if I need more. Then I'm just going to take the applicator and mix it together. Needs a little more white. Still a little too dark. That should be good. So I'm mixing. Being that this is on a paper plate, it's so much easier than having I wouldn't recommend putting this on like a plate that you normally use or like a bowl that you normally use. I recommend putting it on a paper plate or something like that. So now I'm just going to start applying a little bit at a time on my applicator brush. And I like to start anywhere. So I'm going to start on my nose and just work my way in. Now, you're not going to be, don't worry about smoothing in yet. You just want to apply some. Because you're not going to be using the same applicator to blend. I'm going to try to use it, not all of it, but just enough, because you really want this to look well, you know? Okay. Now I'm going to put this applicator over here. Then I'm going to use another sponge applicator. and start blending. Now, some people use the soft side or the thicker side. I like to use the thicker side when I'm doing detail, but in this case, since I'm just blending it all in at once, it's fine. So I'm going to start and blend. And I'm not going to like put too much pressure on, but I want it to be kind of smooth. So I'm just going to pat all over my face. You're going to do like 2 or 3 coverings, so it'll look more real, you know. Try to get up in your hairline. If it does get in your hair, it will just come off when you wash your hair. Don't worry about that. And that is the first layer. So now what I'm going to do is take that same applicator that was on the plate. This is what it looks now. I'm going to take a second layer and do it again. So I'm just applying different areas on my face. Don't worry about rubbing them in. They will be rubbed in. Try not to get it on your lips. I mean, if you do, it's not a big deal. But, yeah. You want it kind of fairly even, so make sure you don't miss any spots. You can do this on your neck too, but if you just want to do it on your face, then that's up to you. So like I said, you can do a couple layers if you want it more like out there. Try to get your eyebrows really well done too. Not necessarily your eyes that much, but like you want to make sure it has like an even skin tone, you know? Okay, so I think I'm good with the 2 layers. So now I'm going to take the other applicator that I didn't use on the plate. I'm going to use the thicker side to blend it in better. So that's dabbing in light way. Making sure that it's all even. This stuff comes off really easy. Soap and water. So I have a side mirror over here, so I'm just, if you see me looking over this way, I have a side mirror. I also have a mirror this way, and I have a mirror behind the camera. So just looking at some details, seeing where I could fix. I'm just going to smooth it out with the same applicator. And when you get to a point where you like it, you can stop. If it looks kind of tacky or kind of weird, you can just put some more of your regular foundation on top. So I'm done with that plate. And now continuing with the face, this is optional if you don't want your face so white. I'm using my dark shadows. I used these in previous videos for those that have not seen them. So on my dark shadows, I have this color right here. So again, I'm not using my makeup brushes on my face because paint and makeup brushes are, when they're mixed together, when they're not meant for regular paint makeup, it's very hard to clean. Now on my eyes, I will be using a brush because I didn't touch the white makeup on my eyes. But just for the face, I don't recommend it. I mean, unless if you want to spend a few hours trying to get the paint out of your brush, then by all means, go ahead. But I mean, for me, it's just like, no. So I'm using another applicator. This is a fresh, clean applicator. Discard the ones that you don't use right away, that way you don't get confused. I have the other two that I used on the plate that I used. So you're just going to take your applicator, and this is my regular Skin Color powder foundation. So you just want to kind of scruff it up a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but it's on my applicator. Do you see that? And now I'm just going to lightly pat it on. Kind of softens it a little bit. I'm really kind of getting in the creases. And there we go, kind of softened it, not made it so white and blotchy. So again, I used a sponge applicator. Toss it away because there might be some white on there. So now, for the eyes, you have a couple options. You can do eyeshadow, you can do paint, like face paint, you can do eyeliner. I have a eyeliner in this midnight blue color, but I'm not going to use eyeliner. I'm just going to use regular eyeshadow. So I have this eyeshadow color in my dark shadows thing. It's like a midnight blue, but it's too dark, so I'm not going to use that one because it's too dark. I want my eyes to be more of this color blue, and I have that color. Now, if I were to use my sponge applicator with these Bare Minerals eyeshadow, it would get messy. So I'm not going to use it because it's going to get messy. So instead I'm going to use my regular applicator brush of eyeshadow. So these are Bare Minerals. Kind of dusty. So I have a couple options with the eyeshadow. I have this eyeshadow called Gigi. It's a purple blue color. And I have this more blue green eyeshadow called Exotic Terra. It's kind of hard to see, but this is more blue green. I'm not going to be using that one because it's too blue green, and I don't want blue green. I just want regular blue, you know, like regular blue purple. So putting that aside, I'm going to take my purple blue eyeshadow, open it up. Do you see on here? That's the color that I'm going to be using. Now, let me put this away. Always clean up when you're doing makeup. It's too messy. Now, with these hang on, sorry, I'm trying to find my specific brush that I use. Here we go. So this is kind of full. It's hard to see, but you see how it's full? So I'm not going to be dipping my brush in that and making a mess and everything. So instead what you do first is use the cap. It's a makeup trick that I learned. So gather your makeup on your cap. Dust off the excess and begin to apply like regular eyeshadow. It may not look full in color yet because it's just a little bit. But the Bare Mineral eyeshadows are the type of eyeshadows that you build on over time. And I'm just blending and smoothing it out. Like so. You see that blue up there? I know it's a little hard to see because it's also the light and it's not that dark yet. So now I'm just going to take some of my powder and use the cap and dust it back into the cap. And apply. Looks nice. See how dark it is now? Nice and dark, right? I'm just going to be doing the same thing to the other side. Looks nice, right? Pretty color. Now I'm not going to be adding eyeliner or mascara or anything like that, because I kind of want this to be sort of natural. And again, I'm blending. That's the biggest thing, especially with Bare Minerals. It takes a little while for color to build on and blend. Cleaning off the brush. Okay, now when I put my cap back on, there's still powder in here. So I tap mine to the side, I tap the cap on its side,